Yeah, so I did my law degree in Vanuatu, the USP Emolus campus, from the year 2000 to 2004. And the Christian Fellowship was quite active during that period. They're actively holding crusades and fellowships and reaching out to students. And I came to know about CF through a good friend of mine, Romulo. He was the president of the CF at the time in 2002 and 2003. And that's how I came to learn about CF. It was through the young people that were very passionate and very active in sharing their faith. And so I came to the Lord in 2002 through that connection through the Christian Fellowship in Vanuatu. Yeah, for me, I spent most of my high school years in boarding school, and so coming across to Vanuatu and being part of a university, you know very well that life is very different. It requires greater discipline. No one is watching over your back to tell you what to do, and so you enjoy the freedom, obviously, of coming into that sort of environment. But I thought that connecting with other CFs, knowing the Lord at that time, really kind of helped me stay focused on what my priorities were and the reason why I was in university. As a young person, it's very easy to be distracted by friends and obviously the lifestyle in university. And so I thought that was probably a game changer for me, coming to find the Lord, being very passionate about knowing the Lord and discovering God and connecting with other Christians on campus. I thought that was a very important turning point for me, and it helped me focus on my schoolwork, prioritize my work, which I'm very thankful for that. But you also make friends that are long-lasting friendships. Those connections that you make at university, and even till today, I still maintain those connections, and every now and then have calls and catch-ups, which I think is very important for us as we walk this walk of faith. It's good to know that there are people that are on the same sort of frequency, same understanding and mindset, and so it's always very helpful for us. I guess the greatest highlight for me was obviously when I gave my life to the Lord in 2002, and it was actually at a crusade that was held on campus, and the CF fellowship, the Christian Fellowship, were involved in that. And I would say that would probably be my greatest highlight, because that's probably my turning point in my life. And as we understand it, that being a Christian is a journey. It's a walk with God, and you discover a lot of things. But the journey begins when you make that first commitment. And for me, I will always remember that night that I gave my life to the Lord. And obviously you start off and you're very excited, very passionate. But walking with God is a transformative process. And so I think when you're in a journey, you always remember when you first started. And so that's probably the greatest highlight for me as a Christian. Married to Laura. She's from Fiji, and we have 3 children together, and currently serving as a member of Parliament for the Parliament of Tuvalu, and I'm also serving as the chairperson of the Parliamentary Select Committee that worked on the review of the Tuvalu Constitution. That's some of the more recent work that I've been working on. Obviously, the constitution, new constitution has been passed, and we're looking forward to it coming into effect on the 1st of October. which is also the 45th anniversary of Tuvalu's independence. So that's a significant milestone for the country. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that we discover about ourselves when we're walking with God. As we know that when God calls us, there's also a requirement for us to change and to be transformed. And I think even from those early days, I still remember the challenge of trying to speak in public, trying to share your faith to others. That was always a challenge early on for me in my walk with God. But I felt that all those things were all contributed to, I guess, to who I am now and having that confidence. But I think more importantly is the faith that you have, a God that you can turn to, a God that you can share your challenges and your problems, and you just allow God to train you and to walk you through those challenges. And so I think I am better today because of those decisions from those early days in university. And I was probably one of the more radical changes, obviously, because I was in law school for the first few years. I was known for all the wrong reasons. And so it became a surprise when I made that change in my second to third year of law school. But I think there's a lot of things that you learn, learning to be confident, to stand up, to speak, to share your faith, being challenged by God to share your faith to others. I think all those little things help you gain greater confidence, have a greater understanding of yourself as a person, and knowing that you have limitations, and it's through God, through faith, that we're able to do things and achieve great things for ourselves, for our families, and for our country.
Well, for me, I've always been in a Christian fellowship setting. I think I've always enjoyed good friends within the Christian fellowship, and just finding my identity in my belief, in my faith. So I think over the years, alongside my time within Christian fellowship, I was moving from one program to another. So I've completed my degree and I was doing postgraduate. So I was basically like taking more of my young life within the university campus. But within that time, I became acquainted with Simon, and I think that's how we developed our friendship, and things just continued from there. Is it what year was 2005 or
5 and 6? Yeah.
2005.
So we met in Fiji. I was doing my what they call the sort of like the bar exam in Fiji. It's a 6 months course, and obviously during that time I was also attending the Christian fellowship, and we had mutual friends, and I think that's how we came to know each other, through other friends from the Christian fellowship. Yeah, so I think had and I made that decision early on in the Christian fellowship back in Vanuatu, we probably would not have met, because we would have had totally different friends. But I guess that's probably another added bonus of what's happened in our lives previously. Well, we wanted to take this opportunity to wish PSFC 50th anniversary, 50 years of young people of really working and sharing the gospel. As both of us having benefited from the Christian fellowship on the various campuses. We just wanted to congratulate everyone who's part of PSFC and those that are very active in sharing the gospel and encouraging young people. I think it's it's a lifesaver for us, and I'm sure it's a lifesaver for many others who've come to discover God and Christ through this ministry. And so we have we just wanted to share that with others and encourage. If there are Tuvaluans out there listening to this message, I can say that as a Tuvaluan myself, having benefited through this, I would not be where I am today hadn't I found God through this ministry. And so I just encourage others who are asking questions, who are inquiring about PSFC or the Christian fellowship on your campus. I encourage you to go and attend, meet people, and make friends.